Ben, thanks a million for joining me today.
Absolutely, sounds great.
Let's start off with you telling me a little bit about yourself and your business.
Well, I started a company, and this company is focused into the smoothing treatments for the hair. So I started a company in Florida in the US. I went salon by salon, opening the very first few salons with this product. People started calling me back, and I started selling the product more and more. I mean, it was a new concept at the time.
Yeah.
2007, nobody knew what keratin treatment would be, and I right away started getting calls back, started delivering the product, selling out of the trunk of my car. It went really great, and from there, from the third month, I started opening distribution in different countries.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell me then about some of the challenges. Obviously, you've been in the business a long time. What are some of the challenges that you've had over the last, let's say, 5 years that have helped you build your business, that you've overcome?
We are a company that we sell product worldwide. So the challenge that a company like ours is always going to have, the number one challenge is going to always be the fact that you have to sell the product and you have to be able to deliver. So being able to connect the dots and deliver the product on time, up on demand that the people will have, is actually the biggest challenge. I think a company that does business worldwide is always going to have these logistic issues to be able to deliver the product to the distributors worldwide. I mean, to understand how things work, importing products from Australia to the European countries, to the South American countries, is the most complicated part that all companies deal with. And that once you have these logistics problems figured out, the rest comes at an easier pace. Okay. You know.
So then, when you're looking at entering a new market, whether it's, let's say, Europe or the Middle East or Asia, what does that approach look like? What process do you go through when you're trying to source either distribution or?
Typically, for you to enter into a new market, it's obviously going to be the most difficult market that you're going to enter, because if it was that easy, you would be already there, right? So, you're looking into getting into a new market, you're going to first have to deal with local partnerships. If you don't have a local partnership, it will be literally impossible for you to start a new business in that country. Then the second, once you get that figured out, then you have to talk about other big achievements, such as the proper marketing, proper education support, and again, then you're going to be dealing with further issues on the delivery of the product, because if you do successfully the first, second, third thing, then it goes back to the same circle, which is being able to supply the quantity of product that people want in the market. I'll give you an example. We are, like, recently in the past 2 years, developing India in a large scale. Okay. And just to make the product arrive on time, manufacture enough product for the market, it has been a big challenge. And the market is a massive market. You know, it's a massive market, and it's been very interesting for us.
So how do you go about raising awareness then? Once let's say you have your distributors in place, you understand your distribution network, how do you go about raising awareness within the brand amongst let's say, the consumer element?
The best way to raise awareness for our product, in its case, it's because our product is a high-end product, it's very expensive. So typically our target market are the people that have the power of acquisition of a more expensive upscale product. It's not for everyone. Yeah. And what we do is through a lot of social media, and through local magazines, that can actually deliver the message to the right consumers.
Okay. And how important, let's say, you know, if you look at the kind of change that's happened over the last few years in terms of digital exposure versus traditional marketing, how important has it been for you guys investing in, let's say, digital? You say educating both, let's say, the distributors and consumers is an important part. How important has that been, and what kind of process do you go through for that?
In the last few years, it has been, the delivery now is much faster. Yeah. Whatever you do, it's at the people's screen in seconds or in minutes. And that has helped a lot to achieve the results that we seek much faster. Mm-hmm. However, the traditional business that still has to be done before, that hasn't changed, because local governments, importing, and all the bureaucracy that we have to deal with to get the product to the country has not changed. The social media has helped tremendously. with the marketing logistics.
Yeah.
And that has been very interesting for us. And it's not something that easy, because there is more today that you don't know than what you think you know.
Yeah.
And that's what. But we've been doing pretty good. I think we are looking into expanding, of course, and growing more in this in social media in general, and the social marketing that we're going to call it now.
So I wanted to just pick up on a point that you mentioned earlier about you needing to source distributors, as that's your first point of contact. There's such an explosion of e-commerce in the Middle East. I would say Europe is so much more advanced. Here is still at the very beginning of e-commerce. You have entrants that like Noon and Suck. Do you think there's an opportunity for a potential direct-to-consumer approach rather than having to go through distribution within it?
You were touching on a very delicate subject, and I have developed a team of developers in my office. That these developers, these are computer developers, and these developers they have built a software that it's going to be it is already a worldwide software. It's a multi-language e-commerce, multi-warehouse, and multi-currency. So we can achieve in a very wide range a lot of professionals and a lot of consumers. The way that this e-commerce works is that we are selling the product online on behalf of our distribution partners, and they do the delivery of the product. So you could imagine this as just a very big, a monster website that all our distributors, which we have distribution today in 75 countries, and there's over 300 distributors worldwide today. And all these distributors benefit from this one e-commerce that we have built. The salons also benefit from this e-commerce, because when we sell to consumers, the e-commerce directs the people to pick up the product from the salons. Right. The salons order online, and they are direct to pick up the product from the distributors, or the distributors do the shipments to the hairdressers. Right. And so we have been trying to facilitate this way. It's an e-commerce that took about 2 years and about 15 people working on it full time to develop. It's always getting better. Yeah. Today we are officially working and full speed ahead on 9 countries. These 9 countries, the result is being amazing. Yeah. In the US, on a daily basis, our distributors get credit. So as an example now, suppose there's a hair professional that will place an order today on the website with $500 at one order. That $500 get credit directly, instantly to the distributor. The distributor instantly, the same day, he will take their order, print, and ship the product to the salon. The salon is going to be very happy because they will get the delivery of the product the next day, and everyone's happy in that case. Of course, we are obviously pushing very hard on getting consumers to order online and pick up the product from the salons. The salons cannot ship the product because that's something that logistically does not work. But the consumers will walk to the salons and pick up the product. And now the people are walking to the salons to pick up the bottle of shampoo and conditioner, treatments, serum, oils, and they can also actually use our color in the salon. So this is actually the target that we are going for.
Okay, that's very interesting. So then I have one final question for you. As a business leader, what's the one thing that keeps you up at night?
The thing that keeps me up at night is what's going to be next with the marketing. Because the marketing is not today seen as social media. Social media is a temporary situation that we are dealing with right now until we get to the very next thing. Because social media is evolving now. Everyone has the same question. Where are we at with Facebook, with the Instagram, and with all these other things? And I think we need to be one step ahead, looking at what's going to come next for our social marketing that we are working on right now.
Okay, excellent. Ben, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Amazing.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.